Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The most common pathology worldwide we see today is not cancer, nor heart disease, nor diabetes, but it's something called as loneliness. Chronic loneliness is like smoking 15 cigarettes a day, and it kills more people than obesity does. So, my today's video is on the history, evidence, phenomena, and indications of loneliness in your horoscope. Uh, no wonder this is a public health crisis and there is no prescribed treatment for this. So, through this video, I wanted to induce certain positivity for most of us suffering through loneliness. Well, it is true that loneliness uh, or lonely people are likely to develop dementia. And it is also true that feeling lonely increases 29% chances of heart disease and 32% chance of a stroke. Also, the youngest and the oldest generations are most vulnerable to being felt lonely. If you asked a recent COVID recovered patient, he will tell you what kind of solitude he went through for those 14 days of isolation. It was worse than prison for him. They say that time heals everything, but the scar of loneliness pains more with the time. There are three kinds of people in this world: introvert, extroverts, and ambiverts. Regardless of these three types of personalities, people do feel lonely. And the issue is, the worst part is that in many of the cases, despite being extrovert, sometimes people do not express about their loneliness. In primitive days, distant forests, mountains, distant lands, it inspired fear. And you might have met someone who's staying far out there. And if somebody harmed them there, nobody would come to their rescue. This was the case in the primitive time. In 1674, a naturalist John Ray compiled a glossary of infrequently used words. He included the word loneliness in his list, defining it as a term used to describe people or places far from the neighborhood. And John Milton's epic poem, Paradise Lost, it's a very renowned poem. It features one of the first lonely characters in all of the British literature, and we all know that character as Satan. But Milton isn't writing about Satan's feelings here. Instead, he is emphasizing that he is crossing into the ultimate wilderness, a space between hell and Eden where no angel has previously ventured. Uh, the problem of loneliness has now moved into our cities, more so inside us. British Prime Minister Theresa May has set up a ministry for combating loneliness, and there is even a philanthropy called as Campaign to End Loneliness. In the 17th century, when loneliness was normally described as a space outside the city, it was very easy to bring people back to the city and bring give a solution to this loneliness. But in the modern time, as I said, loneliness has moved inward, and it has become much harder for us to cure. It's gripping us drastically by the day because it's taken residence in our minds, and it can't be solved by someone's company. Even if you are with somebody, you may feel lonely. So that's the syndrome which most of us are suffering from nowadays. And someone surrounded by people or even accompanied by their friends or relatives, you will find that they still feel lonely. They are very introvert, they don't come out. So what are those indications in astrology which actually indicate that this person is lonely? There are a couple of indications. So I have penned in down for you. The first uh, sign which I noticed, many horoscopes come to me and I see that, that some conjunctions which prove to the point that yes, this guy is really lonely. The first conjunction is that of Moon and Ketu. In Vedic astrology, as we all know, that Moon is a representation of mother, mind, emotions, your sensitivity, and Ketu, on the other hand, is a karak for detachment, mukti, moksha, withdrawal symptoms, your neuro symptoms. So, what happens when the conjunction is less than 10 degrees in any of the houses in your natal chart? Then this person will be extremely distressed. He will have a negative outlook towards life. Naturally, if you are having a natural negative outlook towards life, who would like to associate oneself with you? So you are bound to be lonely. Although these people are of a very high psychic character and they are very good in reading minds of other people, and hence they are extremely sensitive too. So the moment you hurt them, they would like to withdraw themselves from your company. So this Moon and Ketu conjunction plays a big role, and this conjunction 80 to 90% has brought bad results only in terms of mental distress, loneliness, and isolation from people. And then how do you see that a person is not very socially active? How do you see that? Well, there is another theory in Vedic astrology through which you find out that a person may not be very socially active. If the third house is house of guts, younger siblings, short travels, etc., and the seventh house, that the seventh house is of partnership, marriage, uh, living relationships, or any kind of relationship, and the 11th house, which also indicates your friends. If you find a conjunction of Saturn and Ketu, which is also referred to as Vish Yoga in astrology, Saturn and Ketu, again, the conjunction has to be within 10 degrees, then this indicates that this ascendant may not socialize much. Or if there is a connection between 3, 7th, 3rd, 7th, and the 11th house with 2nd, 5th, and the 10th house, 2nd, 5th, and the 10th house. So if the Lord of 7th house sitting in the 10th house, for example, in your 7th house, you have number 5 written, which is Singh Rashi. Lord of Singh Rashi is Lord Sun. If Lord Sun is placed in the 10th house, this also indicates that this person may be a victim of isolation, or he would like his own company, privacy, and he would not like to socialize with people. So this is a second indication in this horoscope which one sees. The third indication is that if Saturn is sitting in the fourth house, because the fourth house is the house of internal happiness, and Saturn is not an auspicious planet. I mean, maybe the word auspicious is right or wrong, I don't know. Of course, it is a planet which gives you hard work, struggle. It teaches you many lessons of life. It shows the life with a very close lens. But if Saturn is sitting in the fourth house, and fourth house being the house of internal happiness, this is bound to make that person lonely, because Saturn ultimately brings isolation, darkness, and being the farthest in the solar system from the sun, it is not a very well lit planet. So it is a representation of loneliness, isolation, and darkness. So Saturn sitting in the fourth house also indicates that this person may be lonely. In Vedic astrology, the fourth indication I'm telling you in astrology, how to find loneliness. In Vedic astrology, there is a Kemadrum dosh, Kemadrum Yoga or Kemadrum dosh. So, what is Kemadrum dosh in astrology? Kemadrum dosh is that when moon sits in isolation, that is, there is no planet on the left hand side or on the right hand side of moon, it is badly afflicted, it is in isolation, then you find the formation of Kemadrum Yoga in the natal chart. If it is also available in Navam's chart, then this Yoga becomes, or dosh becomes, even more, impactful. Such people are found to be a little mentally disturbed, in distress, mental instability, insecure, loss of sleep, isolation, uh, extremely introvert, uh, very high thinkers. So these are the four indications in astrology which I would say depict loneliness or a person who's not very social in nature. So how to ignore loneliness or how to overcome this pandemic? I will give you some short term and some long term remedies, very practical remedies. uh, Everybody needs a friend or a companion. However, I have seen that not everybody is smart enough, good enough to find a friend or a companion of his own. There may be many reasons. There may be some kind of a complex, some kind of an inferior complex. People may be shy. People may not be proactive. Uh, the best way to find a companion is that you don't go and knock people's door. You try to find one skill, one talent in you, because every human being is definitely blessed with that unique talent. You may be excellent in cooking, you may be excellent in gardening, you may be excellent in storytelling. You keep this skill, you sharpen this skill, you become number one in this skill, and then present yourself to the world. And you will find that people will come attracted towards you. You don't need to publicize yourself, advertise yourself unnecessarily. Let your skill, talent speak for yourself. And then you can indulge in any passion, because they say that an idle mind is a devil's workshop, and it's not advisable to be idle. You pursue a passion, don't sit idle, and pursue a passion in such a way that you sharpen your skills, and you rise like a sun, you glow like a sun. Remember, what you feel about yourself, the other people also feel the same way about you. It is a law of nature. If you are feeling miserable about yourself, the other people are bound to feel miserable about you. So, what you need to do is to fill up a little bit of energy, happiness, compassion, love, affection inside you. And when you feel good about yourself, when you dress up properly, when you look good, definitely you will become an attractive figure. You may become a popular figure. And then you will have no dearth of friends, because everybody likes sunshine. Who doesn't like sunshine? Who doesn't like the glow? Who doesn't like receiving happiness from somebody, receiving love from somebody, affection from somebody? So, this way you will attract both attention and respect from others. Try to sharpen the talent and the skill which you have and present it to the world. Definitely, you will have an array of friends. The other remedy is that by reading books, especially literature books, classic movies, sometimes it takes away quotient of your loneliness. Because many lonely people who watch movies or read books are able to relate to certain characters which are depicted in that movie or in that book. So a quotient or part of their loneliness goes away. Third most important remedy is that try to be try to make yourself happy in the entire 24 hours which you have. At least half an hour, 45 minutes, 1 hour, some way you make yourself happy. Go to your terrace, go to your garden, go to the park, go to riverside, go for a walk, go for a jog, go for whatever you want to do. If you can make yourself happy for 1 hour outside out of those 24 hours, I'm telling you, it's a big achievement, and it's a very difficult task. But if you're not able to make yourself happy even in that 1 hour, you are an extremely boring person. And if you are an extremely boring person, how do you expect somebody to be your companion? So, first, you have to remove that boredom from you. You have to be in the company of good people. You have to, cultivate your life. And I think self love is the key to defeat loneliness. Unless you love yourself, unless you feel good about yourself, you're not able to take away that loneliness from you. And only if you are in love with yourself, happy about yourself, and it is oozing out, then only you will be able to attract others. अगर एक प्यासा आदमी एक खाली घड़े के पास जाएगा जिसमें पानी नहीं है, तो उसकी प्यास कहाँ से बुझने वाली है? पर अगर उस घड़े में पानी है, मीठा पानी है, वो प्यासा जाएगा, उसकी प्यास बुझेगी. So do you want to be an empty ghada, or you want to, quench the thirst of the person who's coming to you? So you have to fill your heart with the happiness, with joy, with color, and then only you'll be able to attract people. And remember, I told you that what you feel about yourself, other people feel the same thing about you. So feel good about yourself. The fourth simple remedy I've kind of chalked out is that indulge yourself in a sport or yoga, because uh, yoga unites you with the universe. And once your five chakras become united with the universe, You are one. You're a part of the universe. You're a part of this game. You're not out of this game. You're a part of this process. So you automatically, that energy comes in with you. It increases the oxygen level in your brain. If you do Surya Namaskar 108 times or even 27 times, there's an adrenal rush into your brain. The flow of the blood increases, and then finally you will find more oxygen going into your brain. And sport and yoga actually gives you a sense of accomplishment. When you have a sense of accomplishment, then only your face will glow, then only you will feel contented. This is one very simple way of feeling contented. Indulge yourself into a sport and yoga. And these days, when there is nothing much to do in lockdown, exercise, fitness, yoga, sport is something which you can do easily. You cannot even complain of time management. So this is one of another remedies which can take away your loneliness. The fifth remedy I feel is that a family which eats together, it stays together. So inquire about each of your family well-being and do that frequently. Have your dinner together, have your ice cream together, have your dessert together, share a chocolate, share jokes, listen to each other, fight with each other, love each other. Because that chit-chatting for a few minutes takes away your stress. Because I have seen that people are so lonely within the family. What is the reason? Have you analyzed that? Everybody of us has an Android phone, and 25 hours of 24 hours you are with that phone. You are with that artificial device. You are updating your pictures and status on the Facebook, on the Instagram, and there's a great high you get by getting the number of likes. But you're not talking to the person in the other room. This phone, this software in Vedic astrology is referred to as Rahu, which is a malefic planet. In my video on Rahu, I've clearly explained that software, anything which is artificial intelligence, all these are representations of Rahu. So, if you are artificially connected with each other just by showing those emoticons of happiness, love, etc., are you really feeling happy? Are you really feeling loved? Without physically being with each other, without hugging each other, without talking to each other, without eating with each other, sharing the joy, how can that happiness quotient come into you? I mean, these days, the virtual weddings which happen on the screen, I mean, what is the sense in that? In a particular Indian wedding, without having that Nagin dance in the Bharat, is that wedding complete? Or without that Juta Churai ceremony, is that wedding complete? Then how can we find happiness with these artificial things and with this artificial social media phenomena? How is it possible? It's just not possible. So, inside the family, also, despite having two mobile phones, each one of us, please spend time with your own family members. That will take away a great amount of loneliness. Uh, Another very uh, interesting remedy is that if you're a young guy or a mid age guy or whatever, you install the Tinder app on your mobile. Tinder is doing a great social service. I must thank them. And it is giving all the lonely people of this world a great opportunity to connect with likewise friends, soulmates, or whatever you call them as. But I mean, single people are more lonely. There's no doubt about it. The people who are in relationship are found to be less lonelier than people who are single. And this is also to be noted that even if you find somebody in Tinder and you're not able to give any amount of happiness to your partner or your friend, I mean, she comes to you with certain expectations because she herself is lonely. And when she finds that इस घड़े में भी पानी नहीं है, then how are you supposed to give happiness, love or affection to her? The physical needs will get over in few days of time. But what will keep the relationship going is that permanent joy and happiness which you will give to her or she will give it to you. And that can only happen if both the hearts are filled. So, although the app is doing a great social service, but what you are not doing is you're filling your heart with joy and happiness, which is, I mean, which is the need of the hour, and you must take care of that if you want longevity in the relationship. Basically, if love isn't cherished and nurtured, it will be lost. The bottom line is that. And if you're miserable alone, you will be miserable even in a pair. You will be miserable even there is three of you. You will be miserable even there is four of you. So if you are miserable alone, you will spread only misery. So don't spread misery. Spread happiness, love, and affection. First, fill your heart with that. The seventh remedy, which I feel, which most of us do take, is the spiritual journey. Try to be unite with God. And it is needless to say that God is within us. Something goes wrong in our life. The first few words which come out of our mouth is, "Oh my God." Why do we say that? Because we know that God is inside. Our body, our soul, our mind clearly knows that God is inside. And that's why we say, "Oh my God." So, if you can unite with God through whatever religious scriptures, whichever religion you belong to, Gita, Quran, Bible, Granth Sahib, whatever you want to read, please read that. And please try to find some solace, some solitude in that. The eighth remedy, which I've listed down, is keep a pet, especially a dog, because dogs are extremely loyal. They will never leave you alone in that despair moment, and they'll always your best friends, and it will surely take away your loneliness. No wonder the profession of motivational talk, TEDx talks, astrologers, numerology, motivational speakers are in demand today because most of us are lonely. So, this was about the negative aspect of lonely, but while on the subject, being lonely, being isolated has its own advantages. When you're alone, when you're isolated, the best of you comes out. Some of the best script writers in the Indian film industry, like Gulzar Saab, they write best when they're alone. I still remember during the final year of my engineering exam, I scored the best marks because I was staying alone. I removed all the clutter which was there in me. There was a lot of time available with me, and I had scheduled my day in such a manner that I used to read for long hours, but I used to enjoy also, and there was a lot of concentration, and the best came out from me, and I could score very well. So people staying alone, people staying in isolation, there is also a positive part of it. The best comes out from you, and you should also note one more thing is that uh, of course the clutter you clear because there's nothing else to do, and most importantly, if you stay in nature with those five elements, uh, air, water, sky, earth, fire, then you connect with earth, because ultimately one day we have to go back to this mother earth. That really brings in a lot of happiness through solitude. So this was my small analysis about being lonely and its indications in your horoscope, and few practical remedies which I have set it up for you. And of course, I would like to say my concluding line is that loneliness is definitely a pandemic today without a vaccination. Thank you guys for watching my video. In case you need some assistance, need some positivity, need to consult your chart, please do connect with me at 9742 881188. Till my next video, this is Yash Chandra signing out. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.